Hi, what's up you guys? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sonia. Welcome. This is a little space where I like to review high-end and luxury beauty, and one of the brands that I'm really getting into is Chanel. Today I want to focus on a new eyeshadow palette from Chanel. It already launched in some parts of Europe and I think it's gonna launch tomorrow in the US. It kind of had a sneak preview on Nordstrom not so long ago, I think yesterday, but I think that might have been a fluke. I'm talking about the Intensity palette, the 58 palette from Chanel. This is part of their fall collection. I just picked up the palette because it looked quite stunning. The first time I saw photos of this, to be honest, I wasn't too interested in it, but then I saw it being demoed on someone else and I thought, oh my word, that looks beautiful. So I decided to invest in it. I can't wait to show you guys how this looks on the eyes. I did the demo in natural lighting. It does look like I have a ring light on, but unfortunately there's a heat wave going on right now. So I had to take down my curtains, and what you see is the sunlight peeking through the curtains. I will do some swatches, and I do the swatches in sunlight as well, so you can really get the true intensity of this palette. I hope you guys like this demo, and if you do, make sure to like it at the end of this video. And if you like Chanel, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Let's get into the video. So this is the 58 Intensity quad. It comes in that beautiful portable black lacquered case, a very classic Chanel. And what I like about this palette is it looks very mauve-y, but it has that beautiful puff of gold in there. It looks very sophisticated. It doesn't look like it's gonna add intense amount of shimmer, but it's gonna add a lot of depth on the eyes when you see the shine on your rounded eyelid. So I believe I paid 55 euros for this. I'll make sure to put the prices down below. Also, if you want to see the ingredient list, you can see the ingredient list over here. It has a shelf life of 18 months and it's made in Italy. Now I think I have all the details out of the way, all the swatches, so the best that I can do right now is actually to go into the demo, zoom you guys in, and maybe you guys want to follow along with the palette next to me. So first let's go into the first shade. This is a medium shade and it kind of is a matte, and I want to put this all over the crease and a little bit in my outer corner. This way I'm kind of mapping out the shape that I want for my eyes, but I'm also just putting down the first shadow, and I want to put it pretty high because I have hooded lids and I want to blend it out also a little bit higher so you can still see that shadow peeking through once I go over it with the other three shadows. The second shadow that I'm using is the other matte shade in this palette. This is one of these deeper shades. This is a very dark mauve toned, brown toned shade. I feel like this shade is very fall-esque. I'm gonna put that on the outer corners of my eyes, kind of going into a V shape. Then the third shade I'm putting on my lids is this beautiful kind of brown shimmer shade, neutral, taupey. I don't even know what to call this shade. This is just a really smooth shade, and I'm gonna put it on the center of my lids all the way to the outer corners, kind of mixing it in with a darker shade. And last but not least, in the inner part of my lid and the inner corner, I want to put that beautiful gold shade. I'm most excited about this shade and it performs super nicely. Before we move on to the bottom lash line, I think it's best to do the base. So let me kind of rush through the base and then let's zoom in again for the bottom lash line. I'm first going in with my Chanel Water Fresh Complexion Touch. I have mine in the shade B30. Second thing I'm going into is my KOSAS concealer. I have mine in the shade 3, just to add a little bit more under eye coverage because I have not slept a lot. Before we're going in with a powder, I want to go in with my Chanel blush. I have my Beiges Water Fresh blush in the shade Warm Pink. I feel like this is a great complementary shade to this palette. Then finally we can go in with a powder. Let's first go in with the WESTMAN Atelier Vital Press Skincare Powder. I have mine in the shade Cream. I love this powder for underneath the eyes, all over the face. This is just an overall really great powder, and it's one of my favorites right now. Then for bronzer, I'm going in with my Chanel Oversized Healthy Glow Sunkissed Powder. I have the shade Medium. I'm just gonna bronze up the face and a little bit around the nose. For eyebrows, I'm going in with my WESTMAN Atelier Bonne Brow Defining Pencil. I have the shade Bark. To finish off the complexion, let's put on some highlighter. I'm putting highlighters on the high points of my face, my nose area, also the inner corners of my eyes, and of course, my brow bone. Then for lips, I'm going in with my Lisa Eldridge lip liner in the shade Cinnabar. And although I also have the Velvet lipstick in Cinnabar from Lisa Eldridge, I'm not going into that one. I want to have hydrated lips. So I'm going in with a very similar shade. This is the BOUCH Rouge lipstick, the Satin formula, and I have mine in the shade Nude Red. Now that my complexion and my lips are done, let's go back to the eyes. Let's zoom you guys back in. And again, let's first go into that first shade, that beautiful mauve shade, and put it all over the bottom lash line. Then take sort of a angled eyeliner brush, go in with that deeper shade, and also make it look like you're lining your eyes a little bit. To further blend out those shadows, let's go into that shimmery shade and diffuse the two shadows. Finally, let's go into that gold, use it on the inner corners of the bottom lash line. I'm feeling an eyeliner with this look, so I'm going in with my Makeup by Mario Master Matte's liquid liner. I absolutely starting to love this liner, and I'll just do a tiny little bit of a wing. To finish up the look, I want to use my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Mascara. I have mine in the shade Dream Pop. This is a really beautiful kind of mauve toned mascara, and I want to put this on my lower lashes. Then finally, I got a mascara tester from Chanel. This is Ten Noir, the Le Volume de Chanel, or Le Volume de Chanel. I have no idea, I don't speak French, but you know what I mean. And honestly, I'm quite impressed with this tester. I like how it holds the curl, it lengthens my lashes, and it doesn't make it too spidery, so I can't wait to see how it holds. Originally, in my thoughts, I was gonna do lashes, so falsies, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. Look how absolutely beautiful the look came together. This is such a beautiful fall palette. It is less pigmented than I imagined, but it's more sophisticated. So guys, what do you guys think of the final look? I personally think it looks absolutely stunning. I think the look came together pretty well and does really add to fall vibes. I also love the base. This complexion touch is such a beautiful product, especially if you have complicated skin. I would definitely recommend it. The blush is a little bit harder to use, but once you start figuring out how to use it, it also adds to that beautiful, I guess, glowy skin. And this currently is one of my favorite bronzers of the year, maybe even my favorite. Altogether, I think it looks like a really beautiful look. In terms of eyeshadow palette, I actually think it worked really well together. I love this pop of gold. That one really makes the palette. The other ones, you know, they're well performing, but it's a little bit less impressive without the gold. The gold and together with this deeper shadow, these two colors together, absolute sophistication, absolute beauty. Personally, in terms of a fall palette, I think it's a beautiful fall palette. Although this type of shadow does remind me of a Pat McGrath shadow, I know you guys know what I mean. These colors put together, they work really well together, and as a quad, I think it's a very wholesome quad. I didn't know in terms of pigmentation how far it was going to be, but these shadows are quite buildable. My one con, I would say, is that this matte shade and the kind of satin shade that's on top of here, they're very close in depth to each other. So I'm not sure if I needed both. But I like the fact that this matte shade is in there because quads to me always need one kind of transition color that you can lay down and kind of map out the shade. Personally, this beautiful kind of satin shade, it didn't really do much on my eyes right now. I feel like I could do without, and I could have gone with a very beautiful inner corner highlight. I personally like inner corner highlights when it comes to these type of quads, but all together, I think it's a really great quad, guys. I think that the eye look looks very sophisticated. It's not a like shimmery, wow, kapow kind of look. I don't think Chanel went for that type of look, if you ask me, but it's a very nice fall palette. I honestly really like how it looks, and I usually don't like reds, but these don't pull too red on me. They kind of have something, I don't know, vampy? I feel like a very classic, beautiful vampire. If you liked anything about this video, make sure, one, to like this video, and also check out my affiliates down below if you want to just buy something and support my channel. I earn a little bit of commission when you use one of my affiliates, but it helps my channel out tremendously. I can buy more makeup, I can buy more equipment for my YouTube channel. Currently, everything that I earn from my YouTube channel goes back into my YouTube channel, and that's because I'm a very, very small channel. If you want to be part of this community, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm really happy to have you. And if you want to comment down below, ask any questions, or just nerd out with me about makeup, please do. I make sure to reply to everyone that comments down below. That's the beauty of having a small channel. Anyway guys, I'm going to end the video here. I hope this video is not going to be too long. Also, if you're part of this heat wave right now and you're in Europe, guys, make sure to hydrate. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!